Welcome to the online training program of the PFA oxygen generator. This training program, this video, has been prepared by the Indian Institute of Technology at Kanpur, and this pertains to the Alpha series of the PFA oxygen generators whose original equipment manufacturer is AirSep Corporation from the United States of America. Now let us come to the next section, which is Introduction and System Description. We will understand what is a PFA oxygen plant in this section. Air contains 21% oxygen, 78% nitrogen, 0.9% argon, and 0.1% other gases. AirSep PFA oxygen unit separates the oxygen from compressed air through a unique pressure swing adsorption, or what is called as PSA process. The compressed air flows through a filter assembly before the air enters the adsorber vessels. A particulate filter removes condensed water, oil, dirt, scale, etc. from the feed air, and then a separate coalescing filter mounted on most of the models removes additional oil and water vapor. The oxygen generator uses in its adsorber vessels an inert ceramic material called molecular sieve to separate compressed air into oxygen and other gases. The unique properties of molecular sieve allows it to attract or adsorb nitrogen physically from air under pressure. This allows oxygen to exit the adsorber as a product gas. The process valves on the oxygen generator then direct the oxygen to the oxygen receiver for storage until needed by your application. While one adsorber produces oxygen, the other depressurizes to exhaust the waste gases it adsorbed or collected during the oxygen production cycle. The entire oxygen generating process is completely regenerative, which makes it both reliable and virtually maintenance free. The molecular sieve does not normally require any replacement. This instruction manual serves as the guideline for the standard ASD through ASP models. Refer to the illustrations located in the Appendix A for the detailed flow diagram, electrical schematic, and the general arrangement drawings of the oxygen generator models referenced in this instruction manual. The drawings in this section illustrate the location of the main components of the various oxygen generator models. All models include similar component unless noted otherwise. However, the location and size of the components varies among the different models. Refer to the appendix for general layout drawings and specifications for all the oxygen generator models referenced in this instruction manual. In addition, the oxygen generator requires use of an oxygen receiver to provide stable flow and concentration for short-term surges of feed oxygen above the rated capacity of the oxygen generator. Let us now look at the photograph of this PFA oxygen generator on the right. It illustrates the external components viewed from the front of the oxygen generator. You can see the adsorbers on the top, the control panel in the front here, the alarm horn, the oxygen sample regulator, which is here, and other components which we will describe. The adsorber or the beds are the vessels that contain the molecular sieve used to adsorb or attract nitrogen from compressed air and allow oxygen to pass through as the product gas. Here are the adsorber vessels. The connections. The oxygen generator provides the connections described below. First, air inlet. The feed air inlet provides a connection from the feed air hose from the air compressor. The air compressor is not shown in this figure here. Oxygen outlet. The oxygen outlet provides a connection for the oxygen hose to the oxygen receiver. The oxygen receiver is also not shown here. We will see some of the photographs later on. The condensate drain outlet. The condensate drain outlet provides a connection for a hose to drain condensate from the oxygen generator filters. These are not applied to all the models, but some of the models have it. Here you see the component description, another figure. You can also see the two beds, the adsorber beds. You can see the hoses coming out. You can see the equalization, the pressure equalization valve. You can see the three pressure transducers which monitor the pressure transducer PI1, pressure transducer second, and pressure transducer third. And you also see the manual product valve V3. Please remember this figure for future references. The figure alongside illustrates the manifold components of the oxygen generator. The location and the presence of components may vary between the various models of the generator. You can see various components here. The manual air inlet valve V1, the manual filter outlet valve V2, the filter drain valve, the particulate filter and the coalescing filter, the feed valves, the main feed valves, and the mufflers, and the waste valve. Also, there is a feed air regulator. It is important for you to know all these components so that you can get familiarized with its operation as well as maintenance. The manual air inlet valve V1. This manual valve controls the flow of feed air from the air compressor to the filter assembly. It is named manual feed valve number 1 V1 here. The particulate filter. The particulate filter or pre-filter removes the particulates from the feed air before the air enters the coalescing filter and then the adsorbers. This is the particulate filter. It is connected to manual air inlet valve V1. The coalescing filter comes next. The coalescing filter removes condensed water, oil, vapor and other contaminants from the feed air before the air enters the adsorbers. This is the coalescing filter. The feed air regulators. The feed air regulator is set at the original equipment manufacturer's factory. It controls the maximum oxygen generator cycle pressure. The setting of the regulator is customized as per the demand of the oxygen for your application. Please ensure that the feed air regulator setting is not changed before consulting the original equipment manufacturer or its representatives. Here is the feed air regulator. Setting the feed air regulator to a value such that the maximum oxygen generator cycle or bed pressure is 80 psi gauge or more can cause severe damage to the molecular sieve in the adsorbers, which will not be covered under the ASF's warranty. Please note. Filter drain valve. Here is the filter drain valve. This automatic valve removes moisture from the filters through tubing connected to an outlet of the filters. Manual filter valve V2. Here. This manual valve controls the flow of feed air from the feed air regulator after the filters to the automatic feed air valves. It is named manual feed valve number 2, V2. Automatic feed air valves. The automatic feed air valves control the flow of feed air as the air enters the adsorbers. Automatic waste valve. The automatic waste valves control the flow of waste gas as it exits the adsorbers. This automatic valve removes moisture from the filters through tubing connected to an outlet of the filters. Here. Pneumatic equalization valve. The pneumatic equalization valve enables the pressure in the adsorbers to equalize after the product oxygen exits from one of the adsorbers. Manual product valve V3. The manual product valve controls the flow of product oxygen from the adsorbers. Some check valves which are not available on ASD models, these check valves ensure that product gas does not flow back into the adsorber. So it is like a non-return valve. The relief valves, one on each adsorber, ensures that the pressure in the adsorbers does not exceed the rated maximum pressure of the adsorbers. These relief valves are not shown in the figure, but you should identify them in your plant. The flow controller, which is also not shown, which is available on ASD Plus models only. These flow controllers ensure consistent flow of the delivered product oxygen. Please check whether such a flow controller is available on your system. Here is the complete plant layout. You can see the air from air compressor goes to an air preparation package or a dryer unit or a chiller unit, which we will also see some photographs at the end. Then this air goes to an air receiver tank. This tank supplies this air, compressed air, to the air separation oxygen generator as we have just seen. Here the nitrogen gets removed from the oxygen and this pure oxygen goes to an oxygen receiver. From the receiver, it will go to a typical regulator kit which will regulate the mass flow rate, the pressure, the quality, and give the feedback signal to the absorber plate through an electrical line which is here. And then finally this oxygen, pure oxygen, which is coming from the oxygen receiver, goes to the supply to the customer. So this flow chart needs to be understood by all people who are engaged in the operation of this plant. So with this, we come now to see some of the actual photographs of the plant. And you have seen the diagrams before, and here you see the actual plant. This is the actual photograph of the installed PSA oxygen generator plant. So you can see all the things which we saw earlier in the diagrams. Here is the receiver tank, which is a separate tank where the oxygen is stored. Here is the electrical panel for the control, the switch gear. The stabilizer, you can see the photograph of the stabilizer here. So these are some of the photographs of the peripheral devices and equipment. Here you see the pressure gauge, which shows it's on the main tank. The auto drain valve, for which we have discussed during the maintenance. The line filters, which are shown like this here. And then of course the compressor, which compresses the gas, which compresses the air, which will feed the oxygen generator. Then the air dryer, which is also important before the air gets fed to the main plant. Here is the oxygen analyzer, which gives you the oxygen monitor, and the switches which are on the high pressure and low pressure switches which are there on the top of the analyzer. Here you see the video of the plant, and which you can see the entire plant. A small video has been created.
From Kerala. Today we are in Thrissur Medical College. This is the oxygen plant in Thrissur Medical College. I will explain every electrical components and everything in this plant. First of all, we can see a switch here. From the switch, the main electric supply will going on. From the switch, it will go to this stabilizer. In the stabilizer, the voltage will stabilize and regulator supply will be going to this panel. From the electrical panel, all the electric supply will go into the electrical components in this plant. First, we can see a compressor here. There are two compressors here. One compressor will be working and one will be in standby. If any error occurred to this compressor, this standby compressor will be activated. From the compressed air, the air will be received in this receiver tank, air receiver tank. This is 1000-liter air receiver tank. In between this compressor and receiver tank, there will be a filter to remove any oil content or dust particle in the air, so that pure air will be collected in this tank. From this tank, the air will be going to this dryer. And the purpose of the dryer is to remove the moisture content in the air, and the dried air will be collected, so that
Now we see the next video.
this dryer, the dried air will be going to this oxygen generator. This is the main part of this oxygen plant. It consists of some solenoids, some filters also. The purpose of this oxygen generator is to remove the unwanted gases such as nitrogen, carbon dioxide, everything, so that oxygen will be passed through. It has some zeolites. The purpose of zeolite is act as a sieve, so that the oxygen molecules will be passed through this sieve and other molecules will be trapped inside this, and it will be sweep outside this through these waste valves. From these valves, the waste gases will be removed. Then the oxygen will be stored inside this tank, this 1000-liter oxygen tank. The oxygen will be stored in this tank. We can monitor the oxygen purity in this analyzer. We have an analyzer for oxygen purity and alarm system for if any pressure drop happens. We have two sensors here, and also we have a UPS here. If any power issues come, it will be a backup for hours, so that we will get the plant activated for long time. So we can see that there is two plants here. There is two set of plant here. The same plant will be here also, so that we can see two receiver tanks for oxygen receiving. From this receiver, there will be a copper line from here to the hospital. This is all about this oxygen plant. Thank you.
So let us summarize. In this part of the lecture, we have been introduced to the PSA oxygen generating plant. We have learned about the basics of the plant operation. We have seen its layout and also got acquainted with all the equipment. We have also seen some actual photos of the plant and small videos. And now with this information, in the next two parts of the lecture, we will get familiarized with some common maintenance issues, and we will also see some common troubleshooting actions and do's and don'ts about the plant. With this, I thank you, and we wish you success in running the PSA oxygen plants at your respective locations. Thank you very much. We also thank AirSep, who are the original equipment manufacturers of this PSA plant, to have provided the instruction manual from which this video has been prepared. Thank you very much.